In this video session on hydrology and irrigation engineering, I have included the following two contents. The first one is on subsurface irrigation. The second one is Bandara irrigation. Subsurface irrigation or sub-irrigation is a type of irrigation accomplished by raising the water table to the root zone of the crop or by carrying moisture to the root zone by perforated underground pipe. Either method requires special soil conditions for successful operation. Sub-irrigation, also sometimes called as seepage irrigation, which has been used for many years in the field to raise the crops, wherein we have high water tables. It is a method of artificially raising the water table to allow the soil to be moistened from below the plant's root zone. Often those systems are located on permanent grasslands, in lowlands or river valleys and combined with drainage infrastructure. A system of pumping stations, canals, weirs and gates allows it to increase or decrease the water level in a network of ditches and thereby control the water table. Sub-irrigation is also used in commercial greenhouse production, usually for potted plants. Water is delivered from below and is absorbed upwards. In this subsurface irrigation, we have two different types. One is the natural sub-irrigation, the other one is the artificial sub-irrigation. In case of natural sub-irrigation, we have seepage water from the channels naturally irrigate the crops which are on lower lands. Seepage water causes the water table to rise up by the action of capillary rise and helps in irrigation of crops. Irrigation attained naturally like this without any extra effort is termed as natural sub-irrigation. In case of artificial sub-irrigation, a system of open drains artificially laid below the soil and water flowing through them creates this type of irrigation. The dry soil on either side of the drain will absorb the water through the action of capillarity. Required amount of water thus reaches the root zone of the crops, which results in good yields of the crops. It is a very expensive method of irrigation and hence not followed in India. This type of irrigation is recommended only in case of some special cases with favorable soil conditions and commercial crops of high returns. The best example is the drip irrigation. What is this drip irrigation? Drip irrigation is a type of micro irrigation system that has the potential to save water and nutrients by allowing water to drip slowly to the roots of plants, either from above the soil surface or buried below the surface. The goal is to place water directly into the root zone and minimize evaporation. Drip irrigation systems distribute water through a network of valves, pipes, tubing and emitters. Depending on how well designed, installed, maintained and operated, it is a drip irrigation system which makes more efficient than other types of irrigation systems, such as surface irrigation or sprinkler irrigation. So this is a picture that shows how the pipeline is laid across the root zone of the crops. Next, we will move on to Bandara irrigation. Bandara irrigation is a minor irrigation system suitable for irrigating isolated areas, say up to 500 hectares. The Bandara is similar to weir, which is constructed across a small stream to raise the water level on the upstream side to divert the water to the canal. It is something like a river canal system, that is direct irrigation. Bandara is a special type of irrigation scheme between inundation type and permanent type irrigation. It is essentially a minor irrigation scheme wherein a small stream which otherwise allows their flow to be wasted or dam at the places by bandara, and canals are taken off from them for irrigation of small areas. A series of such dams or bandaras are constructed and water is made available in the monsoon to the crops. Some of the advantages of this bandara irrigation are: the system of irrigation has low initial cost, small quantities of water which would have otherwise gone waste is utilized to a maximum extent, length of canal and distribution system being small, seepage and evaporation losses are also very less. The area to be irrigated being close to the source, it yields a high duty and intensive irrigation. It has a few disadvantages also. The irrigation area for one bandara is more or less fixed, and hence even if greater quantity of water is available for irrigation, it goes waste. If the river is of non-perennial type, the supply of water becomes seasonal and unreliable in summer. So this picture shows how a barrage or a bandara is constructed across the river to raise the water on the upstream side so that we can irrigate the crops. Thank you.